good morning, good afternoon, or whatever time of day it is for you. I have to stop and say that the weather right now in Panama City Beach is gorgeous. It is in the 80s, low 80s, and there's a nice breeze. And if you have a trip coming soon, you're not going to be disappointed. This whole weekend is supposed to be beautiful. I'm so excited because I'm so over the rain. But I've got a really great video for you guys. I don't know what all you might see. There's going to be like a hodgepodge of stuff, but the main thing is when you come to town, or if you live here, or you live on Panama City side instead of Panama City Beach side, or whatever, it's football season. So you gotta know where to watch the game, right? Because like we treat football like church and religion back here in the South. So anyway, football season is on, and if whether you're a pro person or a college football kind of person, which that's me, I'm just a college football kind of gal, War Eagle, that's a shameless plug. Anyway, so I'm going to give you the top 10 places to go to watch a game. So we're going to jump right on in after I show you some other stuff. So watch this. If you don't want to watch that, just fast forward. You can get to the list, but just a couple other things that I did this week, and just kind of taking you around and letting you know what all Panama City has to offer. So take a look and I'll be back. Okay, it's actually a little chilly out here this morning, but I wanted to add into the video, I actually did a tour of a podcast studio. I think the name is Replify Media, and the owner is Jason Price, and he does the full gamut. So I'm gonna show you guys his studio and let you kind of see what goes into all of that, and then we'll get back to the other stuff, okay? So tell me, Jason, like, let's say, who's your audience first? Who are you reaching out to? Who are you trying to find? What kind of people would use your service?
Yeah, for me, it's anybody who wants to have a podcast. It's anybody that wants to get their message out on a regular basis, who wants to have a lot of video content, but can't afford to go and film a brand new commercial, each and every week.
Right.
Cool thing about video podcasting is it's really relational, because it's capturing like real conversations between two people. And whenever you're on there, which I've had this benefit having my own podcast, is people start to see you as an expert in your field. Yes. You're talking about your industry, you're talking about things that interest you, and you're like, wow, that person has a podcast on that subject. I can probably trust them. That makes sense.
So like, okay, let's say I'm new and I want to start a podcast, but I have no idea where to start. Like, is this more for people that have more of a grip or grasp on podcasting, or is this more for, it could be a beginner who doesn't know a lot about podcasting?
Yeah, so I've got it on both. I've got one client that already had a podcast, and it was an audio only podcast. They already had an audience. It was pre-existing, and then they're moving over here.
Okay.
I've got Business Between the Lines, which is my show.
Is that on YouTube or?
Yeah, it's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, and every other social media platform and audio platform. So we've got our own show that now we're moving onto this studio. So those are two examples of like pre-existing shows that already kind of have something. Okay. But then everyone else, other my clients are all like, they're all fresh. So I take them through a process of figuring out what's your show going to be about, what's your podcast artwork going to be about, what kind of music do you need to have for your show, what's the branding going to be like, what's the big why, the reason why you're starting the show. Mm-hmm. So that 15, 20, 30 episodes in, we're not moving away from the original point. Right,
so you can even help them with that. And what is your podcast so that they can look you up?
Yeah, so I'm a co-host of the show Business Between the Lines with Christy Kirkland.
Okay, very cool. And it's on YouTube, Facebook, all your socials.
Yeah, it's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, it's on every other platform you can think of.
All right, Jason, so for my viewers, is there something that you would like them to know about your business, what you're doing? I know you're in Panama City Beach.
Yeah.
Just anything you want to leave us with, anything you want to tell them.
I think what I want to share is the core of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it is because I love people's stories. Okay. I had somebody ask me about a year ago, like if for your entire business, if you had to shut down everything and there was just one aspect of it that you really wanted to keep, for me, it would be sitting down with somebody and hearing their story and hearing why they do what they do and what struggles they face and why that's important and how they're moving on to the next step. Stories that I create inside of the videos I make for businesses, inside of the podcast that I create, always tie back to that deeper story, because I really believe that understanding your own story and understanding your partner's story, understanding your customer story and what their needs are, for me, that's like, if I had one like recipe for success, It is trying to understand people's stories.
And I think that's brilliant, and it's probably why you will be successful, because it is relational and it's not just about making a podcast and making money. And you're also fulfilling a need. I mean, I don't know of anywhere else around here that does this. Do you?
I can say no. I know other people that create videos. I don't know of somebody that has a video podcast.
I don't either, and I've looked. So I don't know anything that's around here. So I definitely think it's a resource that this community could really use. I'm gonna let Jason go for now, but you want to tell them bye and.
Be sure to leave a comment telling Shea why she should have her own podcast.
Yes. Oh, yes. And how can they reach you? What's the best way?
Yeah. Easiest way to reach me would be find me Riplify Media on Facebook, and then just hit the message button if you guys have any questions or thoughts or anything.
And I'll link all your stuff in the video down below. All right. Thanks, Jason. Okay, I'm gonna do a reveal for you guys. I placed an ad in the Chamber magazine, and it's a full page ad, and I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. All right. Okay, I found it. Okay. So, the big reveal, guys. Are you ready? Ba-bam! Look at that. Yeah. Just kidding. But anyway, that's our ad. So cool. Okay, we're at Sisters of the Sea restaurant, and I'm gonna go show you all this a little bit because it's actually a pretty cute spot. They have a pool. I don't know, it's kind of off season right now, so we're gonna see if they still have the mermaids by the pool and things like that. But I'm gonna show you all what it looks like. All right, so this is Sisters of the Sea. There's a marina. Pirates Cove is right there, and then they have a pool. So like if you're here to eat, you have kids, you want to kind of let them do their thing while you can eat and hang out and talk to adults, then this is a good spot to bring them to. I don't think there's a lifeguard on duty, and you'd still need to pay attention to your children. It is beautiful. Y'all ready? I'll give you my top 10 places to watch football in Panama City Beach. Anyway, all right, coming in number 10 was the Sandbar. I've never been. Now I'm gonna have to try it because it got a pretty good amount of votes. And so anyway, Sandbar, it's a place to be. They got TVs, they got booze, they got food. So Sandbar, that's the spot to check out. The next one, number 9. Number 9 is longboards, and I've been to longboards. It was for a chamber event or something, and the stuff that I had was good. I've never actually gone and sat and like had a meal there, but lots of people voted for them. So longboards, it's kind of a newer restaurant, I do believe, so maybe check them out, give them some patronage. Number 8, Sharky's. I've lived in Panama City Beach for couple years now, and I don't think I've ever been to Sharky's, so I need to go check that out. But Sharky's came in strong at number 8. Number 7 is Shades, like shades. Anyway, and that is, I think people said that was more towards Inlet Beach. I've never been there either. I need to get out more, obviously, but they said that's a great place to watch the game. So Shades. And number 6 was your good old B-Dubs. Buffalo Wild Wings. It is a chain restaurant. You know what to expect if you go into a Buffalo Wild Wings. So if that's your jam, we've got one. I think it's in Pier Park, and there may actually be one in Panama City too. I'm not sure. But number 5, again, Beef O'Brady's. It's a chain. You've probably been before. If you haven't, it's kind of like a Buffalo Wild Wings. They do have some good food, TVs everywhere. I actually did go to Beef O'Brady's to watch a game before and sat at the bar, and it was nice. All right, number 4. Gosh, that wind just like picked up all of a sudden, right? All right, okay, so number 4 is Christo's. Christo's is kind of a a hole in the wall, not necessarily, but it's attached to a gas station. So a lot of times people, I think, overlook Christo's, but it's very good. They have very good food. They do have TVs everywhere. It's small, so it does get really, really loud. So if you're going on a game day, I don't know that if you want peace and quiet, that's the place to go. But if you have really loud screaming kids, you could go there and no one would notice. Like it's super loud. So number 4 was Christo's. Number 3, and I did not know this. This is a new one for me, so I'm definitely checking this one out. But Pineapple Willie's has the game, and they supposedly have speakers to your table, and you can pick whatever game I guess you want to watch. I don't know exactly how it works because I've never been, but I'm gonna go because it sounded amazing. Everybody that posted about it said that that's the best place, one of the best places to watch around here. It's not number 1, so it's one of the best places, but it did come in strong at a number 3. Number 2, DCP, Dat Cajun Place. Now that they've got the bigger, newer location, they've got TVs. Of course, it's right by Christo's. Great food. If you like Cajun food, even if you don't like Cajun food, there's probably stuff that you'd like. I mean, it's really good. It is. I eat there probably once every couple weeks, so it's that good. They have a really good tuna sandwich if you like blackened tuna, and the chicken fingers are pretty good. All right, so now we're at the number 1 spot. You have a guess? If you live here, you've been here for a while, bet you can guess. But the number 1 spot was Patch's Pub. It is a local hangout. It is a place for tourists as well. It's kind of a hole in the wall, but they've got some outside seating and inside seating. I do believe there's TVs, and it got the number 1. And I want to thank the people of some Panama City groups and Panama City beach groups that I'm in on Facebook, because when I put a question out there to give you guys feedback on my YouTube videos, y'all, these people are amazing at responding, answering, giving me their information, and they're like, you know, all over the country, so I'm getting different perspectives, and I appreciate them so much. So if you're watching this video and you helped me by giving me an idea or telling me something, thank you so much. And if there's something else you want me to find out, you know, a video you want me to do, like gluten-free options or whatever you might have, like, let me know. Put it in the comments somehow. Reach out to me so that I know to go and find that out for you, okay? But thank you guys so much for being here. I say that, I know, all the time. I am slowly growing. I think COVID definitely took a hit on me, but I'm back, and I will be posting videos every Friday at 11. That is my new schedule, and I'm sticking to it. So every Friday at 11. Until then, I hope y'all have a great week. I hope wherever you're at, your weekend is beautiful, and I will catch you on the flip side.